Hello, I did it audience. Glad you're here. Glad you clicked on the video. Love it if you hit the subscribe button and love it if you hit the like button. Okay, on my main account. Excited to talk about Odysseus on my main account. Let's take a look at him. So, very excited I was able to level up Odysseus to a level 100. So that's my stopping point though. I had to stop there. Fortunately, I couldn't go higher than that. Got his ability up to level 20. So at a level 20, he's got a nice boost, which deals damage of 1,228% and increases his attack speed by 84%. So that is really good for 4 seconds. I mean, Odysseus is fast. It's all about fast attacks. And he's great, has some great passive abilities. One of them is deals his basic attack as lightning damage, and that is key. So every attack is lightning damage. And then also in Scylla's ambush, increases attack by 50% and speeds up his ability charge by 2 seconds. And then he also can be used in Fall of Troy, increases attack by 25% and increases his ability charge by 2 seconds. So that basically, his ability is at, I got him at 3.5 seconds. So basically, I mean, that's with boosted. If I look at the equipment, it's at 4 seconds, but with 2 second reduction, you get a couple initial charge. He's basically a Thomas Edison and gets his skill off right away. Let's go back in the abilities. So this is key. Deals his basic attack damage in the form of lightning damage. So anything that improves his attack speed and also his basic damage gear can be used. So you can also use the Voyager gear, but another gear that you can consider to use is the King's gear. So with the King's gear, you get 9 hits a minute, so that improves them, and then it basically his basic attack damage is improved by 10%. And so that's another gear to consider that I think would be a decent piece of gear to put him in. Especially, I have a ton of that. Especially if you have this gear that improves his attack and attack speed. Doesn't look like I have anything for attack speed, but anyways. So what do I got him in? I got him in HP initial charge, so I got a boost to his initial charge, so he's really fast on getting his skills off. And then an attack percentage. This one right here, I got +3 hits. And then HP. I haven't leveled this up. I'm trying to save some on embers. And then the final gear. So I got all 3 Voyager sets, so I'm getting the bonus of single damage dealt and the attack speed of 9 hits. And then this is an attack speed of 4 hits and plus an attack boost. Unfortunately, it's defense on the top here. So basically, he's getting +16 hits a minute. So that is fast. He is fast. Like if I compare that to, I consider Achilles' hat.
To triumph.
Yeah, he's got 60, the same speed as Achilles with attack speed. Thomas Edison, 60 plus 14 hits. So he's fast like Thomas Edison. He does like a lot of hits. A lot of hits. So that is the gear that I use with him. Let's go test them out in different scenarios now. All right, we're going to go into battle. Not there. We're going to go in here. I'm working on stage 35. There are some important characters in this that I find out that I'm using a lot. And one hero I'm using a ton of is Beethoven. And I got to throw in a healer. We're going to throw in Terrasput. And we're going to throw in, I got to put in a shield person. We're just going to go ahead and put in William Wallace. Now I want to do some heavy damage. Obviously, I'm going to throw in Odysseus in. Put him in the back. And then we're going to put someone heavy single damage. Now, I don't have a green. Well, I got Robin Hood. Vasco does really good. Let's see. We're going to go this way. We're going to go with this one, with this setup, and we're going to see how it plays out. Vasco does a great job of clearing out, doing damage to more than one head. And they have the weakness against, oh, let's switch this auto. Let's switch this 2 times. Battles are too slow. At least I clear them out a lot quicker on my main account than I do on my account on the beta server. Okay, we're gonna, at the end, take a look at the damage he dealt. And then I'm going to do the exact same battle with the exact same heroes. The only thing I'm going to change out is his gear. And I'm anxious to see how things play out. Okay, we're going to speed through this battle.
Dance if you can.
And we'll come back and we'll see how things finish up. Okay, we're about finishing up. We got 3 heads left. Down to 2. We got about 2 minutes left. So this will be an easy win. So what I'm going to do in a future video is when I get to the area where it gets definitely more challenging, I'm going to try to finish. I'm going to basically go as far as I can without Odysseus and then throw Odysseus at the end and see if Odysseus can get me past that level. So let's look at the battle stats here. So he did a ton of damage. Look at that damage he did. Look at that damage he did. Vasco did an all right damage. Maybe I should have put a single damage person in there. But he did a ton of damage. Over 500k in damage. All right. Now, let's go back. We're going to change out his gear real quick. Let's change out his equipment. Okay. There we go. We're going to replace. We're going to replace. And we're going to replace. There he's go. He's with the King's gear. So definitely took a big hit on HP. Definitely took a hit on single damage. Initial charge is still real nice. So, but we got the increase on the basic attack. And then one of the things I forgot to mention talk about his relic. So I got him using the Thor's hammer right now until we get the Odysseus bow. I think this is really good because it increases his single damage by 5%. All right, now we're going to go into battle. We're going to redo 35. Now, if you remember, his damage that he did was 528k. So we're going to do this again. We're going to start this battle. And
Dance if you can.
again, we'll magically fast forward to the end and we'll take a look at the battle stats. Okay, we're at stage 3 here. Things are moving along really well. I can't remember on how much time was left on the previous battle.
Dance if you can.
But I gotta tell you, if you look at Odysseus and the damage he's doing with every hit, you see that? You see those damage? I wouldn't be surprised when we get done with this that it is, with this gear, just as good or even better. Okay, we're done. We're done in about 2 minutes. Let's take a look at these battle stats. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. It was 528. Now it's 536. So you definitely could throw them in the King's gear, and I think it will work awesome with them. At least in the Scylla's ambush. You know, in other things, I definitely don't necessarily suggest doing that. I mean, we could certainly test it out. Now, what is the other area we want to throw him in? Because he's got his passive ability. He got his passive ability for Fall of Troy. Now, I'm a little stuck on Fall of Troy. I don't wear up on the top of Ronin. And the timing doesn't come right. I mean, it was so easy on stage 10, but on stage 11, I got to get the timing back. Now, the question is, do I replace him with Sir Lancelot? I think I'm going to put Achilles and... because what happens on the bottom level is they just die. They wear out. And I think 2 fast attackers is going to be the king. Now, hold on. Before I do that, I need to change his gear. Equipment. Voyager gear. Got to go all the way down here to the blue. Voyager gear. So much gear. So much gear. Where's my leveled up Voyager gear? Okay. Leveled up Voyager gear. And leveled up Voyager gear. Oh, that used a lot of embers just to switch out gear. All right, historic battles, Fall of Troy, stage 11. There we go. This is the setup where we're going to go with. So if they survive on the bottom, that's a good thing. If I don't make it up on top, at least I know, hey, with this setup on the bottom, it's better. Now I got to figure out the top row. The top row, I don't know what I need to do here. I think, well, definitely, what's that character's name? Is it Margaret? I need to level her up. She's really low. I need to make sure she has the right gear on.
Stand.
So far, I can definitely see the improvement with the bottom level. Question is, are they going to survive? Come on, clear one. I'm like, okay, Napoleon's dead. Oh, Odysseus dead. Come on, Achilles. Well, at least I cleared the bottom level, where before I wouldn't clear the bottom level. So I think I need to play around with some gear. Maybe put him in, who knows? Maybe put him in the king's gear. You know, maybe improve his HP. He didn't do as much damage as Achilles. Well, that's because he died. That's an important point. So let's real quick. We're gonna go back. We're gonna go back to let's see now. The other gear though, it didn't necessarily improve his hit points. We're just gonna do it real quick. Equipment. Okay, let's find the king's gear. Let's replace. More embers. And replace. Okay. We're going to do the Fall of Troy, stage 11. We'll see if it plays out differently. I don't know, they're clearing it away pretty quick. I think for the upper level, I just need to level them up a little bit more. Okay. Who's up in front? Napoleon's up in front now? Come on, survive. Just clear away one of the guys. Clear away, quickly, quickly. Clear him away before you die. Come on. One's dead, two's dead. Working down one. Oh, Odysseus is gonna die now. Odysseus is gonna die. All right, we're going to play it to the end. I'm going to look at the battle stats again. I'm curious about the gear. Seven seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Let's look at the battle stats. 185. You know, King's gear could be really good for him too. So you definitely, if you don't get to the purple level because this is more challenging, and you have purple in the King's gear, I would definitely consider putting him in the King's gear. And that's because his basic ability uses lightning damage every time, and you can improve that lightning damage. Now it's time to try Odysseus in Arena. Let's go into Arena. Let's refresh it. I'm going to purposely pick someone challenging. We're going to purposely pick this one right here. Okay, so I'm going to quickly resolve this. Wait, I'm going to throw Odysseus out, and I'm going to put William Tell in. 73. I want to pick one that I definitely lose, so we're going to go against this 81. Okay, I'm going to go with William Tell in here. We're going to play this out, and we're going to resolve it real quick and take a look at the battle stats. Okay, let's resolve it. Defeat. So I'm just curious on the type of damage that was done. William Tell, Ken, okay. Achilles. There we go. So we got on William Tell did 29K, and Ken did 32K. Now let's try this again. This time I am gonna put in Odysseus. And let's see how this plays out. Of course, his Achilles is 140 level versus mine, which is 110, maybe 120. Odysseus is still alive. Oh. And a defeat. So 24, not as good as William Tell, but definitely up there. Ken did really good at 34K. So he's definitely going to do some good in Arena. Just depends on how you use them. Now let's take a look at one that I could beat. We'll do similar. This one's going to be tough competition right here. I'm going to take Ken out. And I'm going to put Boudica in. And we're going to try this. Let's see how this plays out. See, I'm not sure if I'm going to win this one, to be honest with you. Okay. Gotta get rid of there. There we go. Final hit from Odysseus. So he was, and the healer, the last one to survive. Let's look at his battle stats. So nice damage there at 48K. Boudica did 42K. So he's definitely a contender in the arena. So that's awesome way to have a legendary hero, especially if you're free to play, that you could throw in an arena. Well, that was the arena scenario. So he's definitely useful in many different ways. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit the like button, subscribe. Definitely more videos coming out on Heroes of History.